Good morning. It is a little chilly out here this morning. I got my good old reliable red ski pants on. That if anybody lives in the Davidson area is probably well aware of my red ski pants. So I was away this weekend with Kara. We were at a Talk to the Entities course in Fork Lake, Alberta. And it was just a magical little weekend in and of itself, and that's actually not what I'm going to talk about. But I left an energy behind that I couldn't wait to get rid of. Before I went away for the weekend, I was just so full of like sadness and anxiety and just this heavy, icky feeling that I knew and was very aware was not mine. So as Karen and I hit the open road to Fork Lake, we both felt it and we were talking about it, and it just felt like little bits and pieces were flowing behind staying in Davidson. And it became very aware to me how much, even though I've been saying these things to myself about who does it belong to, that I wasn't really believing that, because I was still buying a lot of the stuff going on to be mine. Like, work has been really busy and really stressful, and people are feeling it, definitely, you can tell, and including myself. And I can pump myself up and walk into that situation and be in a really good place, and it is so easy then to just forget about that and to just buy all that stuff as your own. Like, it feels so real, but it feels so heavy. And so I drew a few cards from my fairy deck this morning, and I realized too, I have not been outside, and it is pretty cold out here, but I miss being outside, and I wanted the fairies to help me. We were at Nature Spirits, we talked about this weekend too, and so I just feel like connecting with them this morning. And I drew some cards. Well, I usually only draw one card, and 3 of them flew out of the deck, so the little story they had to tell was very interesting. And the first one is honoring your true feelings. I've got my gloves on in the way. Honoring your true feelings. So I was like, okay, so what does that mean? And right away I'm like, okay, well, me being heavy and feeling icky and hanging on to everyone else's sorrows and aches and pains and drama and anxiety and whatever it may be, that doesn't feel good in my body. It feels so heavy and solid. And so anytime you realize how, when you're feeling anything but amazing, it's not you. So anytime you're just like feeling so heavy, just stop yourself and say, does this belong to me? And who does this belong to? And if that helps you feel lighter in any way, then it isn't yours. We are so aware, and we are all connected energetically to each other, that we do feel the emotions of others. When you walk into a room, for instance, you can tell right away, like, if there's good vibes or low vibes in there. And you walk in and you can tell if people are in a bad place. Like, you walk into work and you feel the stress in there. Like, you can feel that. And so if you can feel that, you feel a lot more than you realize. And we buy those feelings as our own, but they're not. So all you have to do is return to sender, full consciousness attached, right, wrong, good, bad, POD and POC, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. And that is that crazy statement from accessconsciousness.com, and you can look at theclearingstatement.com. So honor your true feelings. If you feel anything but light and happy, then you are not feeling what is truly yours, and you can just let that shit go. So my second card awakening the true self. So awakening your true self is really just the same message. It is anything that doesn't feel heavy is a lie, and anything that feels light is yours. So who does this belong to? Is this mine? Yes or no? And if it isn't yours, you have permission to let it go. And you have permission to be happy. Like, we have so much stress and sadness in the world. There's things that are happening to people that are not fair and that are just so terribly sad, but you don't have to feel that sadness. It doesn't make you a bad person to allow yourself to feel happy. You know, like, sure, send good thoughts and feelings that person's way, that family's way, whatever the situation may be. But you don't have to choose to be sad, because how is that contributing to anyone or anything by bringing more sadness into the world? Be you, and, be okay with feeling happy. And my last card that just sums it all up is one of my favorite cards in the fairy deck, and it is kick up your heels. Kick up your heels. Kick up your heels and have fun. Be the mischievous shithead you truly be for all eternity. Like, how light does that feel when you do something that you don't normally allow yourself to do, and you do it anyways? Don't you usually end up feeling better? Like, what is holding you back? Is it just the worry of, like, other people judging you, other people's points of view? Like, just think of that person that you just know is so beautifully them, and it just makes you be like, geez, like, I would never say that or do that, but I like that they did, because they're saying what I'm thinking. Well, what's holding us back? What if we can just try to push our barriers down and expand yourself out as far as you can in every direction, out through the front of you, out through the sides. Just everyone who's watching, just close your eyes. And just let your barriers down. Push them down to the ground. And imagine the space all around your body. And expand that out into the room you're sitting in. However that looks to you, fill that room with all of you. And push beyond that to the town or the city you live in, to the country, to the continent, to the whole earth. And then go beyond that, and beyond and beyond, through all the galaxies and the stars, all the celestial beings. And just when you think you can't go any further, push a little further. This is how big you are. And all the worries and all the doubts and all the fears that you have, don't they look so small when you think about how big you are? Nothing is that important more than your happiness. And whatever you gotta do to be true to you, you do that. And listen to these messages Honor your true feelings. Honor them. Honor who you be. Awaken your true self. Light that fire under your ass if you gotta. Do whatever it takes to allow yourself to be you. And kick up your heels and have some fun, because life is too damn short to be serious all the time. So what's it gonna take today? Just today, to do what you want to do. Follow that magical energy trail. The things that make you feel light, follow that. Anything that makes you feel heavy is a lie, and you can choose something different just for today. I invite you all. I'm going to try to do the same thing because I've been kind of a jerk to myself lately. So what's it going to take just for today? Have a good day.